trying to record me right now? Are you even allowed to do that?
Yes, sir. Public space, my right. I'm just keeping everything on the record.
Realize I'm a police officer.
That doesn't change the law. I'm not interfering.
All right, just stay back and let us work.
The question today is, are you allowed to actually film the police in public in Louisiana? Well, I'm going to go over exactly the laws around that and how it affects you. I'm Legal Hawk. Stick around to the end of this short video. I'm going to go over exactly what the law states.
A lot of folks ask if you can record the police here in Louisiana. The answer is yes. As long as you're in a place where you have a right to be, like a sidewalk or a public street, you can film or...
So these are your rights to record in public. Under the U.S. Constitution, Fifth Amendment, people have the right to observe and film the police officers doing their jobs in public. Louisiana follows this principle. There is no law that outright bans filming police in public as long as you're not interfering with their duties. So there are consent and privacy laws. Louisiana is a one-party consent state for recording conversations. That means that if you're a part of the conversation, you can record it without needing the other party's consent. However, there are limits under the video voyeurism statute. If you record in areas where someone has a reasonable expectation of privacy, or if you do it for lewd purposes, you can't do that. But those laws generally don't apply to public policing in public spaces. Now, there is a new buffer zone and distance law in the recent changes. In 2024, Louisiana passed a law that goes into effect August 1st, making it a crime to approach within 25 feet of a law enforcement officer who's doing the job. After being ordered to stop approaching or to retreat, if you violate it, it could lead up to $500 or 60 days in jail, or both. Critics say this law could chill people's First Amendment rights because filming often requires getting close enough to see what's happening. Supporters argue it's about police safety. However, a federal judge did block the enforcement of this buffer zone law via the preliminary injunction, finding parts of it too vague and possibly unconstitutional under the 14th Amendment. So right now, that law is in limbo. You can find these laws in the Louisiana Revised Statutes, Title 14, under video voyeurism, if you want to go look that up. The new statute concerning approaching or retreating near officers, it's a House bill. New law signed in 2024. You can check that bill out in the text legislator records.
Your Honor, the law is straightforward on this point. A person standing on a public roadway during a traffic stop has a First Amendment right to record the police performing their duties.
And here's me leaving you with a fun fact. There was a case in Louisiana where a teen was filming his mom's arrest, and the deputy tried to stop him. Eventually, the court awarded him $185,000 for emotional distress and interference with the recording. So officially, you are allowed to film, just probably stay back at least about 25 feet because that new law is in limbo. If you want to know your rights so you can stay safe, stay informed, and maybe even impress your friends, consider subscribing and hit the bell and tell me in the comments what other laws about police or public rights you would want to see me cover next. To the next video.
Hey man, you can keep that rolling. You're allowed to film me. We're out here in public and I know it's your right.
You sure I don't want any trouble?
Absolutely. Transparency is a good thing. As long as you're not getting in the way, you're fine. No hard feelings.
All right, appreciate it, man.
Thanks.